Hello everybody, today's clip is supported by Sleeper. Before we dive in, let me tell you a bit more about Sleeper. This app is making serious waves. It was the #1 downloaded sports app in the US during the NFL season, even beating heavyweights such as ESPN and Yahoo. Sleeper isn't just popular, it's because they truly deliver the best fantasy experience. You get deeper customization, more league options, and all the bells and whistles that make managing your fantasy team a blast. But that's not all. Sleeper is growing a fantastic community with several million people using it daily for their sports fix. Sleeper has a broad appeal and is genuinely built for everyone. So, if you're looking to up your fantasy game, make sure to check out Sleeper by clicking the link in the video description. Trust me, you won't regret it. Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to the United Stand. It's transfer deadline day. There's still a few hours to go, but it's been dead closed for Manchester United for a few hours now. Manchester United have shut the door on the transfer day, deadline day, and I think it's an absolute disgrace. Lots to get into. I'm sure you're going to have strong opinions as well, but fundamentally, I think you cannot hide behind what I'm about to say now. I've seen some people I respect, some people I don't respect, saying exactly this. The season is over. There's no point spending money we don't have now, which could cost us money in the summer that we could be spending on anybody else. We've got to cut our cloth accordingly. We can't take risks. And I say to those people, at what point did you fall over and ram your head up Ineos's arse? Because I seem to recall we are football fans. We are not fucking accountants. So why are you talking like one? Why are you making excuses for them? What are you talking about, PSR? What are you talking about, we can't take risks? What are you talking about, the season's over? What are you talking about, we've got no money? We're Manchester United. We've got no money because the Glazers are still here. There was a way out. There was a way out and Ineos kept them here. So why should I sit here and go, I understand it. We've got to cut our cloth accordingly. We can't take any risks. We haven't got any money. I didn't choose that. I didn't choose that. You didn't choose that. So why are you defending that? And as for PSR, I thought most of you had watched the video last week. Maybe it needs to get shared out a little bit. PSR is killing us because we pay tens of millions of pounds a year in interest payments on debt that's not coming down. Those tens of millions of pounds is our revenue that's paying their debt. Those tens of millions of pounds would buy us strikers in January. Buy us strikers in January. So these people need to remove their head from the arse and actually understand there is no sympathy vote for people who put us in this position. And it's a weird thing. It's almost like somebody robs you and then you feel sorry for them. And well, I know it wasn't their money, but you know, we need to understand why they've done it. And I think, why? Why do we need to do it? And also, for those people who don't want to take a risk, football is risk. You know, in the last 5 minutes in the new camp in 1999, when Sir Alex Ferguson was chucking on attacker after attacker, was he taking a risk? When you look through our history, did we take risks? Do other clubs take risks? Why are we suddenly talking about we can't take risks? Every bloody football club that's been successful takes risks. And this is what I mean. Some of our fans are being indoctrinated. I've heard some right shit today. And I mean, look, by all means come back. But I've heard some absolute shit today. I think they're being brainwashed. I think people are being brainwashed. We can't take risks. The season's over anyway. We've got to apply with PSR. The Glazers put us in this mess. Ineos have helped them stay in that mess. Not spending money has never been a recipe for success. And the season is not over. The third point is the season is not over. There's something called the Europa League. I mean, look, I've got to say, there's so much to go through. There's a brilliant video falling tomorrow at 7 a.m. as well. Remember, step 1 was explaining PSR and how the debt the Glazers have put us in screws us over on PSR, because some people didn't seem to know that. Step 2 tomorrow is going to be very interesting about why the Glazers won't sell Man United as well. But that's for tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock when the transfer window is shut. But lend. I tell you what, if Ineos want £5 million to buy, to get, I heard what Ricky said, the cheeky shit. He's richer than me. He's always bloody on holiday. Bloody Judith Chalmers FC, if you know, you know. Alan Wicker. But the point is, they used to do holiday programs in the 80s. But he's always on holiday. He should be sponsored by bloody Jet too. But anyway, he's obviously rattled me. Well done, Ricky. But if Man United wanted 5 million, then we could have had a whip round. We could have had a whip round. I'd have held the whip for the Glazers, actually. But no, seriously, they £5 million. We'll talk about Tell in a moment, but I'm sort of on a roll here because I just want to talk about this. Every transfer window, and I heard UTD Menace, brilliant tweet. He basically had a picture of Sir Jim Radcliffe and Joel Glazer. And Sir Jim Radcliffe is saying to Joel Glazer, the fans are really angry with me because I've messed up the transfer window. And then Joel Glazer says, don't worry, in 4 hours it'll be shut and the fans can't do anything and they'll forget all about it. Also, just make sure you send a tweet to Samuel Looker so he can put out that don't worry about we're not buying anyone now. We're going to buy Vinicius Jr. and Cole Palmer in the summer. And that'll do. And it's so true. Spin, 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 spin. And this is the disappointing thing about Ineos, is that I really do think more by the day, they become more and more a puppet to the Glazers. And like I say, tomorrow morning is going to be very interesting because I don't want to give anything away, but it's just I obviously know something you don't know. Well, a few of us know it now, but it's just another indication of something that's happening at the club that we thought Ineos was responsible for, but it's actually the Glazers. And more, I'm just like, that they literally are the British passport, sir, who the local lad, British guy, who has good connections with the government. It's almost like it's perfect for the Glazers to front it up and carry on doing what they're doing. And I look at the situation, and I know that Manchester Evening News spin's coming out tomorrow morning, and it actually came out early. They've literally put it out in the last hour, right? Manchester United, listen to this brilliant, brilliant thing that has got more holes than a bloody hedgehog's lilo, right? Manchester United are happy with the business they've done in the January transfer window, and so is Ruben Amorim. Yeah, that's why Ruben Amorim yesterday said he was... I mean, they couldn't lie straight in bed. Ruben Amorim is apparently happy with the business that they've done in the January transfer window, according to the Manchester Evening News. And yet, yesterday, he said, we're desperate for players. We know the players we want, and we're desperate to get players in. But he's happy with the way... I mean, it's literally... It's playing to thick people, isn't it? That's what it's doing. But even better than that, goes on to say, Man United have not invested in a striker in January because they're going to spend big in the summer. And this happens every fucking transfer window with that outlet. The day after a transfer window closes and it's been a shit one, Man United are going to spend big in the next window. And we never bloody do. We never do. It's just spin, spin, spin. And can I just explain to you, we haven't got the money to spend big in January. We know that. That's why they were trying to sell Garnacho. So what's this bollocks that we've decided not to spend in January because we're going to spend in the summer big? Well, we haven't got the money. You've been telling us all month we haven't got the money. So where's the money coming from in the summer to spend big? And also, if you're not in Europe in the summer, you're pleading poverty anyway. I guarantee you in May, they'll be talking about FFP and PSR again and going, oh, it's tight, it's tight. We are in big trouble if we're not in Europe. Big, big trouble. I've seen a few United fans today saying, oh, I'm fed up of all these United fans moaning about us not doing any business. You know, where everyone knows it's going to take patience. The season's over anyway. Chuck a few kids in and let's see what happens in the summer. And I'm like, chuck a few kids in and let's see what happens. Oh, the season is over. I don't think people realise the absolute cliff edge we are dangling off right now. No European football is no European revenue. Chelsea earn tens of millions of pounds being in that shit Conference League. It's still money. We earn about £50 million being in the Europa League, and it's a lot more in the Champions League. If you don't have that money, you don't have that money in your books. You can't magic it out your arse. We are in big shit if we're not in Europe next year. Big shit. It's revenue we expect and we don't have. We are not expecting not to be in Europe next season. And yet, the chances of it really do rest on Europa League win. Or an FA Cup win again. We've got to win one of those trophies. And yet people are saying, don't matter that we haven't done anything in the January transfer window. Martinez is out for the season. That wasn't expected. So that's our only left-sided centre-back gone. We haven't got a we've let two wingers go. We've just let a left back go, and we're going to be all right. We're going to be absolutely fine. As I said, we have owners that don't want to take risks in a sport where you need to take risks. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.